I have a turbo. I can get into anywhere.
Dude, this is gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah, I just told Craig too. Catto just called.
I should pull more than him.
These two are gonna be competing for the title.
So what do you think you'll do?
I think I'll do low sevens.
What do you think?
I think high sixes.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice. Thrust pulls. We've got 3 different aircraft, 3 different engines, 3 different propellers, and we're gonna do thrust pulls at Trent Palmer's house. This is Carson from Wairworthy. I'm Steve from Clear Direct. We've got a Rans S21 with a Titan IO-340 engine, 180 horsepower, normally aspirated, so at sea level. We're up at 6,100 feet density altitude. We've got Carson's Whiskey Neat, so it's a Zenith. Go ahead.
It's got the Lycoming IO-390. It's got the Hartzell Trailblazer, the 80-inch on there. So I should pull more than him, but that's going to be more prop dependent. We'll see how that goes.
Absolutely.
Your prop is more stall based right now.
True. But here's a couple other things. He's got constant speed. Trent has constant speed. So let's talk about Trent's. Legend Cub, Rotax 916. He's got a Catto 3-bladed constant speed prop. So at sea level, 180, but that's at 2,700 RPM. This is a ground adjustable prop. I've got it pitched a little bit flat. So I'm only gonna get about 2,300 RPM. I know.
That is not a little flat. That is pretty, that's like cruise prop.
Well,
It is. I go to 23 when I'm cruising.
I'm editing this video and I don't think Carson realizes that when I'm cruising, I'm at redline and I can even go above that thanks to airspeed.
if I were up here doing 2,700 RPM at mixture rich of peak, I'd be getting about 141 horsepower. So given the fact that I'm 400 RPM lower, gosh, haven't even done the math, but we're gonna do all this not in horsepower, but in actually pounds of thrust, which I'm really fired up about.
All right, let's level set. Here is everything we're looking at. Steve, Clear Direct, Rans S21 Outbound, Continental Titan XIO-340, 180 base horsepower, but at density altitude of 7,100 feet, only 141 horsepower thanks to normal aspiration. I've got a Catto propeller, specially made for my high cruise speeds. 78-inch 2-blade ground adjustable. It's a carbon fiber prop. All right, Carson, he's Wairworthy. He's in his Zenith Super Duty Lycoming IO-390. So massive amounts of displacement, but again, normally aspirated. So at sea level 215 at 7,100 feet density altitude today, 168 horsepower. That's only 78% of rated. All right. He's got the Hartzell Trailblazer, which is a stole prop, but it's 2-blade and it's 80 inches. It's also carbon fiber, but it's got a wide cord meant for max RPM during his pull, which he does get up to 2,700 RPM or pretty close to it because he's got that constant speed, right? Trent Palmer, Legend Nomad, Rotax 916 IS. Here's one of his benefits, 160 horsepower, both at sea level and thanks to turbo, 160 horsepower today. He's also got a specialty made Catto 82-inch massive 3-blade constant speed prop. More on that here in a moment. Max RPM at the engine is 5,800 RPM. Of course, it's got a gear reduction drive, which we'll get into here in a second. So what you're seeing is it's not a fair fight, at least for me, and that's okay. I'll talk about why that is at the end. But what this is turning into is really a demo of the effect of variable pitch propeller, constant speed in today's case, and turbo. I don't have either of those things. Carson has one of those things and attempts to make up for it with pure displacement. Think 1970s American muscle car. Trent, like everything in life, has it all. Think Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris. That one was for you, JP. Okay, let's get into the poll.
I think I'm out. I think I'm going to be the loser. So we'll see. Maybe the dark horse with that Catto prop. That's my guess. I'm going to come in third. I think you're going to come in second.
It'll be interesting,
But it's going to be close. Yeah.
I will have technically 10 more horsepower than Trent, even when he is in his boost. But he's got a very large prop. This will be the prop game between Trent and I.
There's something coming in the future with my side of the house, but I'm not going to talk about it. Just stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Trenton, how big is your prop? 82?
82-inch 3-blade.
Okay, 3-blade, constant speed, Rotax 916. It's rated at 160
Yep.
horsepower.
Yep.
Okay, dude, this is gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah, I just told Craig too. Catto just called, and I was like, I haven't done a pull here at altitude. Obviously, I'm turbo, and I've got the biggest blades. I'm hoping I make the most thrust of all of us. Who knows?
That's that's funny because 160 horsepower, tiny little cylinders. He has the smallest engine by far. He's got the biggest engine, and these two are going to be competing for the title. Sure that quad's going to hold, Trent?
If it can fly with the quad, that's when I'll be really impressed.
Okay, it's zeroed, and I'm gonna turn it in hold. This is about as flat. As I roll forward, I'm starting to go a little uphill, and there's a headwind, so I don't know how that affects everything, but we're working with what we got.
Yeah, and we'll all put ourselves in the same position.
spot,
Yeah.
Exactly.
$739.5.
That is crazy.
It's a lot of...
Dude, for 7,000 foot density altitude, should we even do this?
That checks because Dave Rowe at the 915 got 667.
72 pounds.
72, and that's more. What is that? I mean, that's. What would that be on his? It's over 10%. Yeah, that's about 15% more. Interesting.
He's got 915, so that's 100 and...
We did his with the tailwind and a little bit more downhill, which would probably. The tailwind, I think, helps push the
What
prop.
did you get last time you did this up here?
I never have done it up here.
You've never done it here?
No.
No.
Only at sea level.
And at sea level, what were you getting?
806, 810.
Interesting that
Which
even
is-
with the turbo...
Well, the props.
The
got
prop's
less
not
prop.
as
biting
efficient.
more,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good lesson because I think some people think that I have a turbo, I can get into anywhere. He's pulling, I mean, what? That's almost 100 pounds. That's 80 pounds of less thrust up here, even with the turbo.
Yep.
Yep. And yours is turbocharged, not normalized, right?
Sure.
So it's...
Yep.
Yep.
So what do you think you'll do?
Oh, man. I mean, I think I'll do in the low sevens. I think I'll do between 720, 740. I think I'll be close to. I think I'll be at least 7.
What do you
Put it
think?
that way.
I don't know. I think high sixes, but I might have too much confidence in the turbo.
7,100 feet density altitude, so I'm probably about 160 horse right here.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we're all set up for the Zenith. All right, and you do have electronic ignition.
Yes.
Okay. You're clear.
And do the pull with your door closed, obviously.
yeah.
$721.
721.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, within 20 pounds of me. 721.
Hey, I called it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it kind of put it where I thought it would be.
Yeah, that was good. That thing makes good thrust.
All right. Next up, the Continental Titan IO-340. So there's no chance I'll be up there. So my guess, 600.
I might kill you there.
Yeah.
Trent, what do you think on mine? Guess.
Shit, 680, 690.
Really? I'm thinking closer to 600.
I
about
was
you?
gonna say probably
Yeah.
620.
Yeah, it's
Just
up here. It's only 140.
2,300 RPM.
Yeah,
on that prop. He's like,
exactly.
oh, yeah.
That's
cruise prop.
right. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of handicapped in this case, but that's okay. I'm not gonna repitch the prop for this.
$520.
520. Yeah.
2,300 RPM's killing you, dude. It's the same reason why Trent's tail wouldn't come up when he cycled near prop
Yeah.
too. Yeah. I think. I mean, you're cruising, you're hauling ass in cruise, but I think I would definitely
For
flatten your
takeoff.
pitch a little more. I would go like 24 to 25.
I'm just gonna lose more at cruise. For me, going to Oregon and back, it's great to have it where it's at. But yeah, for soul comp, I take all the shims out and get to 2,700 RPM pretty dang quick.
Dude, imagine you're playing with my engine and prop on it.
Yeah.
Because if you were making an extra 120 pounds of thrust up here, and you'd still be able to cruise,
Dude,
Yeah, just
he'd
even
be, with your engine and prop, he'd be making 200 extra pounds.
No, he'd make the same thrust as me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because right now he's making 520.
520. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd
Sorry,
be making
200.
200 more pounds. That is
Yeah.
a humongous increase.
That's 40% more thrust.
Jeez. Well, I'm not going to change engines,
No.
but there is an option to change something that we'll get to here coming very soon.
The entire airplane. I'm just kidding.
Says the Zenith guy.
Here's a quick recap of what we just saw. So static thrust, 520.5 pounds for Steve. And then Carson in his Zenith, 721 pounds. And then itty bitty, the smallest horsepower at sea level for any of these engines, has the most thrust pulled, 739.5. Why isn't it up at 800? That like you saw down at sea level, because of inefficiencies, just at higher density altitude, lower pressure at the prop. One thing to note down here for me, my theoretical same prop at 27, if I were to get max RPM at this density altitude, what would I pull? I would have only pulled 581, so I'm still down on all these guys. But let's take this a step further and level the playing field a little bit more. So let's use the prop efficiencies we just derived, put us all at sea level, and give me a notional constant speed prop. All right, so using the prop efficiencies and level set the playing field, you can see the gap between Trent and me now narrows. He's still got the advantage, but Carson now has the big advantage because of all that displacement and all that thick air at sea level with his constant speed prop. So that is a 911th. And again, this is theoretical using AI and some aeronautical terminology, but look at these propeller efficiencies we calculated based upon up at 7,100 feet. So I know it's not perfect, but we used the propeller efficiency, brought it down to sea level, and gave everybody a notional constant speed prop for myself. It means propeller efficiencies really do matter. My 78-inch Catto two-bladed props twist and ground set pitch is optimized for high-speed cruise, but my high compression 340 requires significant structure and carbon fiber to handle harmonic vibrations and avoid destructive resonant frequencies. Carson's Hartzell Trailblazer is a wide chord composite two-bladed stole prop optimized for maximum bite at 2,700 RPM on his direct drive Lycoming. One reason why it's not a three-bladed prop. More on that now. Trent's three-bladed constant speed Catto is purpose-built for stole performance, specifically tuned to the geared Rotax 916. So while the engine redlines at 5,800 RPM, the 2.43 to 1 reduction gearbox means the propeller is only turning 2,400 RPM. That lower prop speed combined with the turbocharged engine's smoother torque delivery allowed Craig Catto to save massive weight in the blade structure and layup compared to a direct drive prop like mine and Carson's. It's the most efficient propeller of the bunch for the stole mission. So while I can get to the backcountry destinations and stole drag races much faster with less fuel burned, I can't slow down and land as short as these guys. As with most things in aviation and in life, there's trade-offs, right? So if you guys like this content, go ahead and drop a like and hit subscribe for a lot more content like this coming soon.
It occurred to me that I should maybe go into the physics of fixed pitch versus constant speed. So as the name implies, it's ground adjustable, so I can set the pitch on the ground and it doesn't change throughout the regime of flight. So will this prop generate over 600 pounds of thrust? Absolutely, but dynamically. So that means when I get up to airspeed, then it can actually wind on up to 2,700 RPM and perform. That's why this plane is quite a bit faster than the other planes, as well as it's slippery and a little more aerodynamically efficient. But on the ground at takeoff, I can only get up to what I was shown today was about 2280, 2290 RPM. So that's why I was saying that I'm a little bit handcuffed here, as well as I don't have a turbocharger. So I've got those two things against me, whereas Carson has a variable pitch prop or a constant speed prop, and Trent has both of those things, constant speed as well as turbo. So he's generating sea level pressures, manifold pressures in his engine, and then also able to fine tune that pitch to be able to flatten it out at static RPM on the ground, no air flowing through his prop, and generate all that horsepower. And then as he's going faster and faster, the pitch gets a little bit more coarse, so then it's just staying at 1 RPM as you're accelerating. I apologize if I'm insulting anybody's intelligence. I just wanted to kind of explain that and also defend why this prop doesn't generate nearly as much horsepower on the ground in a static regime. So anyway, these guys are about to film a commercial for Diamond Doors. So I'm gonna stop talking. Have some in your teeth.
Do I?
No.
I'm glad.
That's a good episode. Let's end it. Till next time, it's Trent, Carson, Matt, and Steve for Clear Direct.
But where the fuck did that come from?
Everybody's like, where the hell did that come from?
Arc of the story just took a big jump.